So let's talk about what really happened at Kris Jenner's wild birthday party. The night started out like any other Hollywood celebration, full of celebrities, cameras, luxury cars, and designer gowns. But by the end of it, the police had shown up multiple times, neighbors were furious, and social media was exploding with drama. And just when you thought that was enough chaos, Jennifer Lawrence decided to throw shade at Kourtney Kardashian, and people cannot stop talking about it. Now, Kris Jenner's birthday party wasn't just any party. It was hosted by none other than Jeff Bezos and his fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, at their $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Yes, you heard that right. $165 million. It's not just a house, it's basically a palace sitting on top of the hills, surrounded by the richest of the rich. And when you mix billionaires with the Kardashians and celebrities like Oprah, Adele, and Mariah Carey, you already know something's gonna go wrong. At first, everything seemed glamorous. Paparazzi were lined up outside the gates, waiting to snap photos of who's arriving. Kris Jenner showed up looking elegant as always, dressed in a glittering outfit that screamed Hollywood Queen. Jeff and Lauren were welcoming their guests, and people online were already calling it the most elite birthday of the year. But what people didn't know was that the neighbors in that quiet Beverly Hills neighborhood were already getting annoyed. The music was blasting so loud that it echoed through the hills. And when I say loud, I mean stadium-level loud. Because Bruno Mars was performing live at the party. Yeah, not a DJ, not a playlist, but Bruno Mars himself singing in Jeff Bezos' backyard. Now, here's where it starts to get messy. Apparently, the police were called not once, not twice, but several times during the night because of noise complaints. People who lived nearby said they couldn't sleep because the music was so loud. Some even said it felt like a concert happening next door. Imagine being in your million-dollar home, trying to relax, and then hearing Uptown Funk shaking your walls at midnight. The police had to show up and ask them to turn it down, but guess what? The party kept going. It's like every time the cops left, the music just went right back up. At one point, they even had to remove some bushes that were blocking the public road because Jeff's team apparently used fake greenery to block paparazzi views. Like, seriously, billionaires really think they own the world? People on social media were not having it. Comments were all over Twitter and Instagram saying things like, "Rich people think the law doesn't apply to them," and "Imagine wasting police time for this nonsense." Others joked that Jeff Bezos was testing Amazon's next delivery, delivering chaos straight to the neighborhood. And honestly, you would think someone with Jeff Bezos' money would have enough connections to handle the permits, right? But it seems like this party got out of control fast. Reports said that the cops were dispatched multiple times throughout the night, but of course, it's Hollywood. Nobody really gets in trouble there. Now, aside from the police drama, this guest list was insane. Paris Hilton showed up, which already shocked a lot of people because she usually keeps a low profile these days. Chris Rock was there, cracking jokes. Martha Stewart made an appearance. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were also there, and this part of the story really blew up online. When people saw Harry and Meghan at the party, social media went crazy. Some people were like, "Why are they there?" While others made fun of them, saying they must have crashed the event. There were even memes calling them Hollywood's uninvited guests. I mean, it's funny, but kind of mean too. Meghan was actually photographed looking really focused in one of the pictures, and people compared her to Demi Lovato, saying she looked intense. And then, of course, there were rumors, because what's a Kardashian-related event without a good rumor? Some people online started saying that Kris Jenner's birthday party wasn't just a birthday, it was actually a secret wedding ceremony. According to some sources, this was supposed to be Kris and Corey Gamble's surprise wedding ceremony that only close friends knew about. But honestly, I don't buy that. Kris loves the spotlight too much. If she ever got married again, it would be a huge Hulu special with cameras everywhere and interviews the next morning. So the wedding theory doesn't really make sense, but it definitely added more drama to the night. Anyway, back to the party. Besides Oprah and Harry, there were so many big names. Paris Hilton, Mariah Carey, Adele, Sarah Paulson, and Tyler Perry all showed up. And it's wild because you never really see all these people together in one place. It's like an entire awards show happening in Jeff Bezos' backyard. But here's the thing. While the party was supposed to be glamorous, people were saying it felt more chaotic than classy. The music was blasting, the streets were blocked, and police sirens were flashing. And even though most of the celebrities stayed calm, I can just imagine Oprah sitting there, sipping her drink, wondering why the cops were outside. Like, can you imagine Oprah thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Online, people were making jokes about what it must have looked like when the police showed up, like Adele hiding behind the bushes or Mariah Carey pretending she didn't hear anything. It's the kind of night where even the most famous people can't escape embarrassment. Now, while everyone was talking about the party and the police, something else exploded online. Jennifer Lawrence versus Kourtney Kardashian. And this honestly was the best part of the whole situation. Jennifer Lawrence, who's known for being very open and funny, was doing an interview where she was asked about the Kardashians, and without hesitation, she went off on Kourtney. She said Kourtney is more annoying than ever. Then she added that Kourtney drives her nuts because she constantly makes everything an announcement. She said something like, if you don't want to watch TV, just don't watch TV. You don't have to tell the world about it. And people online were loving it. Jennifer said what everyone has been thinking for years. You know how Kourtney always tries to act unbothered, like she's above everything? But she still loves to announce how unbothered she is. Jennifer just called it out perfectly. Fans were saying Jennifer Lawrence is the realest celebrity for not being scared to speak her mind. They were commenting things like, she's saying what we're all thinking, and finally, someone called out Kourtney. And the timing couldn't have been better, because Kourtney's recent behavior on the Kardashians has been driving even fans crazy. In the latest season, she's constantly talking about her new lifestyle, how she's done with certain things, and how she's over the glam look. There was even that one scene where she told her family she wasn't going to wear corsets or heels anymore because she wanted to feel more natural. Like, girl, you can just do that without making a whole announcement. Jennifer Lawrence's comments went viral so fast that TikTok and Twitter were flooded with clips. People were making edits, memes, and reaction videos. Some even joked that Kourtney was probably fuming while Travis Barker played drums behind to calm her down. And what's even funnier is that Jennifer wasn't even asked specifically about Kourtney. They were showing her a picture of Khloe Kardashian, and out of nowhere, she just started talking about how annoying Kourtney is. That's how much Kourtney must have been on her mind. It was totally unprovoked and totally iconic. Even news outlets picked it up. Headlines like, Jennifer Lawrence blasts Kourtney Kardashian for being annoying were everywhere. It became such a big topic that people started debating online, some defending Kourtney, saying Jennifer was being mean, and others cheering for Jennifer, saying she's the only one brave enough to say it out loud. Now, Kourtney hasn't responded publicly, at least not yet, but knowing her, she might throw some passive-aggressive shade in a future Instagram post or maybe on her Poosh website, acting like she doesn't care when we all know she does. Anyway, fans started connecting this to her relationship with Travis Barker, saying that Kourtney acts miserable on the show because she's not really happy. Others said she tries too hard to seem different from her sisters, but still craves attention. And honestly, Jennifer's comment just hit at the right time because it made everyone start talking about Kourtney again, but not in a good way. Back to KRIS Jenner's party for a second. A lot of people were actually wondering how Kris felt about all this. Her party got raided by police, people were gossiping about her guests, and now one of Hollywood's biggest actresses is shading her daughter. But if there's one thing Kris knows how to do, it's turn chaos into profit. You just know she's sitting somewhere already planning how to spin this into a storyline for the next season of the Kardashians. I mean, picture it. The night police crashed my birthday. That's a perfect episode title. And you know Kris would love that attention. She lives for the headlines. Meanwhile, the internet is still debating the rumors that the party was also supposed to be a secret wedding. But most people agree that if Kris ever got married, she would definitely want it televised. She's too media savvy to keep it private. Then there's the Bruno Mars part of the story, and this one is kind of sad but fascinating. There are all these conspiracy theories online that Bruno Mars has been stuck performing in Las Vegas because he owes millions to MGM due to gambling debts. People were actually shocked to see him performing at Jeff Bezos' party. Like, wait, how did he get out of Vegas? Of course, it's all rumors, but it definitely added a weird twist to the night. The irony is that Bruno Mars's music was what brought in the police in the first place. People could literally hear him performing across the Hollywood Hills. Imagine hearing Locked Out of Heaven at full volume at midnight. Yeah, that'll wake up the neighbors. Even after the party ended, photos and videos kept popping up online. Guests leaving in their cars, paparazzi flashes everywhere, and fans zooming in to spot who was sitting with who. One photo of Meghan Markle and Harry leaving together went super viral. Some people were mocking them, saying they look like they just realized they made a mistake coming there. It's kind of crazy how this one party created so many different headlines. Police sirens, celebrity drama, rumors of a wedding, and now Jennifer Lawrence roasting Kourtney. Only in Hollywood, right? But here's something interesting. Despite all the chaos, a lot of people are saying this night shows exactly what Hollywood has become, a place where billionaires